Hey everybody, so in today's makeup tutorial, I don't know what that was about. So in today's makeup tutorial, I did this full glam, bronzy, glowy, glittery, perfect for the festive season. So if you have an occasion coming up, give this tutorial a go. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It is so quick and it's so easy. This look would go with anybody. Honestly, it's so universal. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this full glam tutorial, then just keep on watching. First is skin. So let's just ignore my hair. You know when you put like a mask in your hair and it's so, when you wash it out, it's so soft that your little flyaways don't stick down. I'm after putting hairspray, gel. Look, it's the best that this is going to look. So we're going to ignore that. And hopefully when my face is done, everything else looks half decent. So yeah. I am going to put on my primer that I've been loving, my moisturizing dewy. I always say I have oily skin, which I do, but I'm not on the extreme side. There is a difference. So, you know, you could have oily skin and be oily from forehead to chin, cheek to cheek, like that's all over. Now, I would just have definitely the T-zone and a bit more, like I would be a little bit more, but I'm not so oily that I can't use a bit of illuminating products. I mean, like if I bring out translucent powder, I'm genuinely okay. So I do put a little bit of illuminating primer when I feel I need a bit of glow. I've been loving this primer so far, so yeah. Just to switch up my routine just a little bit, I'm going to go in and contour and highlight my face with the RCMA. And I'm going to use the lighter tone for my highlighting and concealing part, and then the darker tone for my contour. I'll start off with the darker area, I think, first. It really doesn't matter, it's preference, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. So I'm going to go in and I'm just using this slanty brush from Zoeva. I like to just get my brush in there. And because I have the primer on and it's a bit on the oilier side, not oilier, but like it's moisturizing and it's still not fully dried in, this concealer, it's cream, so it's gonna just glide on a lot easier. Can you see that? And I'm just gonna go from, basically, if you can see, from like the top of my ear down, but not too much. Cream moves, so I always keep it kind of like the outer part of my eye, just to the outer part of my pupil, because it is going to move when I buff it. So just about there. I like to go and do a nice dome around my forehead, because we're going out, everything is going to be that more HD, so I really don't mind going that bit heavier. It's dark, you know, it's going to be a long night, so you can afford to go that bit heavier. I'm going to do my nose, but your nose is a smaller area, so we'll get to that. So this one is by Real Techniques. It's a little buffing brush, and I'll go into the lighter shade. So this is, sorry, I didn't even say what this is. This is in SHINTO, and I'm using SHINTO 1 and SHINTO 5, so the lightest and the darkest. And it is also cruelty free and vegan, which I love. So I'm going to start to go down my nose, at the sides and in the middle, but like not on the bone, because I'm going to contour that area, but just to do a little triangle like that. So down the nose and up. See, like that? Down the nose and up. And then I'm going to get that colour and go from the sides of my mouth up. Oh, I have a little spot there and it's really sore. Down the sides of my mouth and up. Then in the chin area, chinny chin chin. Nose area where it gets red. And then the forehead. In that little spot like that. Not too much. Okay, so I'll just do the other side, down the nose, up, and then under the eye, colour that triangle in. Okay, colour that triangle in. perfect. Then with a smaller brush, I'll do the nose area. Don't forget that nose area. So this is a little tart brush. I mean, you could clean your brushes in between, but I haven't got time for that right now. So yeah, get this darker tone. I kind of just like to go into my brows first, like that. And then go down the nose and into a point. Because this is where you want it to be like snatched. There is the middle part here. Most people, we just have like a little cartilage area, and I'm trying to remove that little cartilage with makeup. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what contouring is. It's to minimize areas of your face, and the highlighting part is to emphasize. Okay, so what you want to bring forward. So that's what I'm gonna do by using cream products. You can use powder, you can use liquid, it's up to yourself, as long as it's 2 shades darker and then your highlighter 2 shades lighter than your natural. Of course, if you want to be really extreme, you can use 3-4 shades darker, but those are the guidelines. So what I like to do then is to get the same brush here that I've used and start to kind of buff everything in, just circular motions around like that. What we're doing is we're just melting the products in, nothing too cray. I just don't want it to be as zebra-y and as striped as that. So the forehead is okay, but I'm just like buffing like the sides, as you can see, here and here. Now we're looking a bit cray, that's okay. It's to be expected. I'm going to go in then with my natural foundation, and I'm going to go in with this, and it's my new foundation. So this is Bobbi Brown Skin Long Wear Weightless Foundation, and it has SPF 15 in it. So this is what it looks like, and it smells like lavender, and I'm in the shade W054. Yeah, it smells like lavender. I don't know. So I just do 1 pump of this, and it's an oil free as well, so it does have shine control and it's full coverage, but I think it's buildable, like it's medium to full. I wouldn't say this is straight up full when you put it on. So basically what I like to do is start from the center and buff out to the edges. Yeah, it's definitely lavender. And what you want to do is stamp. See the way I'm stamping? Stamp. So that what you've put underneath doesn't move. You're stamping and you're stamping, and then when you get to the edges you can like buff down, because we want everything to be blended. Stamp, stamp. We're stamping up to the temples. You can go over the nose if you like, but I am going to be buffing that with a smaller brush. But yeah, stamp. Stamp. And you know, you've got this, for me, flawless base. So I'm going to do the forehead now, but I just wanted to show you the sides, and stamp in between your 2 shades. Stamp. It's just going to melt everything but not move, because we want where we've placed things to stay. So this is what it should look like. 1 pump of foundation, just 1. Then you can go in with your smaller brush and I just go very lightly where, oh, yeah, I'll just use this. It has a little bit of the other concealer on it, might just soften it a little bit, but if you don't want to soften it, you could just leave it. It did get buffed away when I went on a bit like that. So the next and last step of the cream liquids is my under eye highlighting. I just really want to give that an extra brightening effect. So I'm going to go with my Barry M Oatmeal Love, 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 as you know. And I like to coat my lid with this to prime it for the colours that I'm going to be using. And you go tit and tot and tit and tot. Boop. And And that's it. So you can buff this in. I just love that highlighted area underneath the eye. I think it's very like Kim K. And I love bringing it up there. Can you see that? It's like, you know? So I like that. And then up. And then the lid. I switch up my routines. It just depends on how I feel. If you watch back over my videos, I've done my base a good few different ways. And just buff that in with your finger if it's like too light. But yeah, I've literally done my base with different products the whole time and different methods. I just find it fun. I think makeup is fun to play around with, and there's no specific way really, as long as the outcome is okay and decent. I mean, it doesn't matter what way you do it, whether you start with your eyes, whether you start with your base, it's all supposed to be fun, and it should be fun. So yeah, next up, you're gonna want to set all that, because if you don't set your creams, especially creams, they will move. And if you're oily skin, they will definitely move, and it will melt and it will shift. So I like to go in and just set this whole face with some fixing powder. So this is translucent. You can use whatever one you like. I'm going to use this one with this big fluffy brush. I'm going to dust it all over my face first. I like to just pop it out here. And really just, because I have oily skin, I'm going to kind of saturate my face. But if you don't have oily skin, I mean, you can just do it in the parts that you need it to be set. Because if you're dry, a lot of dry skin, they don't like to set their face. But you do need to set it a bit, because if you don't, it's not going to last. It's going to move. Ooh. So just bear that in mind. Even if you have dry skin, powder still should be used to make it last. I'm not going to say have to, because it's up to you obviously, but I would definitely recommend using powder for longevity in the makeup. Now that I have my powder set, I'm going to go and contour with powder, because like I said, it's going out. We want to keep to this like HD moment. I'm going to get my favorite, all-time favorite is my BAJAN Gal Rihanna Riri. Give it a nice swirl. And I don't know why I love using this shape brush, even though it's completely not for this part of the makeup. I'm going over everything that I laid down before with the cream contour, so just go over everything up into the brow bone, down. See, this brush just does it all. I love it. This one is Zoeva in 114. I suppose it says Luxe Face Focus, but yeah, I like using it for my contour. So yeah, as you can probably tell. I've seen someone do this, so I'm definitely going to try and use this for my cheeks. I know. I probably should have not set my face, but here we are, living on the edge. This one is ESA Yellow. ESO. Ooh. Let's just mix it just a tad. It's very yellow. So I'm going to mix it with some peach sugar, just a little. Side by side, see that? I'm going to mix them on my hand like this. Ooh. Let me see. Okay, it's still very yellow, so I'm going to go in with more peach sugar. I just want it more corally than peach sugar. I had this discussion before and I won't be doing it again. How I just thought it was going to be more of a coral. Oh, I love that. Very nice. So with Made by Mitchell, you don't have to set it. You can layer it on powder, so that's actually good. Normally, you know, when you layer liquids over powder, it can get a bit like shit. Basically. I'm going to just go up into my temples a little bit like that. And then use my fingers, buff it out. That yellow is still coming through quite a lot. But I don't know. I'm not really mad at it at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to use BECCA Cosmetics in Opal. Still quite yellow, but I don't mind it. So if I don't mind it, we can go ahead. So boom. Love that. If you have a lot of texture like acne, or if you have a lot of like facial expression lines, you know, like crow's feet, or if you do have crow's feet, I would recommend not going too heavy with highlighters, because highlighters tend to really emphasize all that texture and lines on the face. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it. Okay, perfect. I'll go in now with a bit of a pinker blush just on the apples of my cheeks. So I'm going in with Revolution. This is called Ballerina. Oh no, wait. Yeah, Ballerina. I was right. Oh my god, that's the first time I've been right about something like that. So I'm just getting this big fluffy brush by Zoeva 101. Just going a bit more on the cheeks with that. Just here and here. And up here and here. I don't know why I've been loving putting it up here as well. I've done it in like other videos, and then on the tip of my nose like that. Here we are, living our best blush life. So what's really annoying is I was waiting, you've probably heard, I was waiting to get a package for ages from Boots. I waited over 2 weeks, no, over 2 weeks, yeah. It was like 17 days, nearly 3 weeks. So I didn't get it. They refunded me, and basically it was for the Huda Beauty, her Rose Quartz collection. They just don't deliver it. I don't know, it was out of stock, so I ended up not being able to get it, so I couldn't do it. And I also ordered Jaclyn Hill. That didn't come for 3 months. They refunded me delivery. It was just a whole thing. So I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna do makeup, and if I can get something when it comes out, I can get it. But if I can't, I'm not gonna stress about it, and I'm still gonna do videos in between. Blah 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 blah. Long story short, I'm just gonna be doing a New Year or Christmas festive vibe, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start off with a neutral tone first. So I have this that I made from INGLOT, and I think I'm gonna use this color here, and it is 2A5. It's nice neutral color, to be honest, and a nice fluffy brush. So this is Zoeva Luxe 228, and I will focus this on the outer part. I am not wanting to do anything to, oh my god, don't mind all of this black stuff. It's black duo glue. I have said in previous videos, I hate the black duo glue, because if you get it everywhere, you know, it's just so hard to get off. I wasn't paying attention, and I got the box because it was white and just assumed that it was the white glue. But yeah, I mean, there are worse things in life, but anyways, that's what that is. It's left on from earlier. Okay, so my camera cut out lovely. I'm sure I was giving out about that glue. I can't really remember. I was too busy playing around with the other eye, as you can see. So yeah, let's just continue with this tutorial. Transition colour that I want to use from INGLOT, and my Zoeva 228. And I've been focusing it out in the corners, but going right up into my brow like that. And I like to kind of go down the nose, just like an extra kind of contouring, if you will. I love doing that. I don't know why. And I do it for my everyday makeup as well, when I just want a bit of shape. And I normally just use my contour brush. When I go along the nose, I'll go on the eyelid. So, I mean, it's just an easy way to create more definition without doing the absolute most when you're rushing to work in the morning. Me. So yeah, and then I like to flick it up. I don't know whether you can see it on camera, but it's slightly lifted here, down and up. So what I do to the top I'm going to do to the bottom. Getting a smaller fluffy brush though, and more defined, and I just drag it down the bottom lash line with the same eyeshadow to create depth. I connect to the corner and flick up, see, like that, up, and it just kind of makes everything flow, you know. So I'm going to go in with this brush I absolutely love, and I've been planning on getting more of these brushes, but this is by My Kit Co 1.20, and I grab for it nearly like all the time. That doesn't make sense, and I always say that. I grab for it nearly like all the time. Okay. What I mean is I do use it, I do grab it quite often. So I'm going to go into Morphe. I have not picked this palette in I don't know how long. Literally had dust on top. Had to give it a good... So this is in 35M Boss Mood. So yeah. I'm going to go in with the shade Sparks. It's so new that I have not touched that. I still have that plastic with the names on it. So I'm going to go into Sparks Fly, which is this shade right here. This one right here. And it's a cool tone brown, I would say. I'm going to create like a very smoky wing. Oh, get a bit more and pat from the corner of my eye and flick up towards my brow. Okay. And then just go down. And just keep building it up then. I don't know why, I find it easier to do the wing on this side. It always comes out a lot nicer. I don't know. Ooh. Maybe if I close my eye. Anyways, it is what it is. Just get it as close to a smoky wing and even. Can you see that? Right. So I have that. Just went down into a little V. And I don't know, I wasn't overly neat with this, but yeah. So that's this bit done. So what made me want to do this look was I had this set that I think I got last year, but I have not used it. It's still in the box. As you can see, I badly took the stuff out, but it was so inexpensive. It was like $5.99 for 3 of these glitter sticks, which I'll show you. So this one is kind of like a gold one. And it's called Dazzle. You've got a silver one and you've got a bronze one, and you have 2 pencils, so there's 5 pieces in this. It's called Sparkling Eye 5-piece Sparkling Eye Collection, and it's by Profusion Cosmetics, and it's cruelty free, which I love, not tested on animals. So yeah, can't really go wrong. So yeah, I really wanted to try it. These are so good for Christmas and stuff like that, or festive, Christmas parties, anything going out-y, Christmassy vibe, okay? Because first of all, I love glitter, but when you get them loose, they go everywhere. And they can be messy and can be tricky, especially if you're not that confident in makeup. But these are great. Literally, you get it on in 2 seconds and there's no fallout. Not that I don't mind a little bit of sparkle there, like, but you know, you don't want it everywhere, and it's quite difficult to get off. You have to get a spoolie and scrape your face and all that jazz. But yeah, so this is one of the pencils that came in the set, and this one is called Gold, and it says that it's waterproof shadow stick. So yeah, that's very interesting. I've not used this, only to do this eye, and let me tell you, I was quite happy with the payoff. It hasn't creased as well, which I love. Normally when you use cream sticks, they can get really like, they can crease. It's just not like, it's not the vibe. It's not it's not our journey to have crease lids, especially for Christmas or Christmas time, whenever. So, oh, my hair is doing my head in when you get, you know, like the flyaways. But anyways, so what I like to do is tilt my head back, and then this is just such an easy look, but I'm just basically pushing my pencil in my eye socket and then going up above my crease like that. And then that's all. I just kind of coloured it in. I really like this little crayon. It's so effective. See that? And then that's it. Like, it's I mean, it's not gold, but it's what I was expecting to come out like. And then I was kind of thinking of doing this. So yeah, I assume you can use it on your brows as well, but I don't want to use it on my brows. So just place the pencil in and then just go above your crease, and it should kind of do, it actually just gave me like a little cut crease moment. So yeah, and then I didn't go on the eyeshadow bit where I did that wing. I didn't want to go and ruin that. I like where that's placed. And then I'm going to go into Dazzle, which is this bad boy right here. And I was quite surprised how much comes off on this. So be careful. I did wipe a little bit on the side, and then if I needed more, I got more, because I didn't want it to crease either and crumble. Some of these products can do that. I think, I'm not trying to shade on brands, but I'm almost positive the Stila, whatever you call it, their ones crease bad. But I can't remember, like, look! What? Okay. I'm sorry. Although this one kind of has less. Right. And then I go up into the crease to create that cut crease vibe. This side is not as shiny. I didn't put enough on. Okay, so I'm just going to throw some mascara and then lashes. What do you think? I think that's literally, I just wanted to do a really natural but effective festive vibe. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick some lashes and I'll be right back. I said it before and I'll say it again. Love a good lash. It just completes everything, okay? So yeah, obviously you can opt for a more natural look if you like that look. That's perfectly fine. But for me, I'm sorry, this gives me like doe eyes vibe. So yeah, anyways, moving on to brows. So I'm going to do what I've been loving. Some BEPERFECT soap brow. I'm getting my spoolie and really, when I mean coat that spoolie. Sorry, there's a hair on my face. Coat it. Don't be scared to comb it right through them brows. Giving you nice, fluffy, laminating brow without getting it done. Because actually that's one thing that's just one thing that I'm like quite lazy about, I think, is I love having like nails and my hair done and all like that, but I hate, I know I don't like to use the word hate, but I don't like sitting there. I just feel like I could be doing loads of things instead. I'm not one to like to sit there and get pampered, basically. Some people love it. Some people love when I do their makeup and they think it's so relaxing. When I used to learn how to do makeup, I'm just flattening my brows to make sure they're laid down. But yeah, when I used to do makeup and we used to practice on each other, I absolutely hated getting my makeup done. And it followed me through when I did makeup at work, you know, when we used to get ready. I don't know. I just prefer doing my own makeup. I have to be busy. I have to be kept going. So yeah, I let that dry. I'm just gonna do my lips. Listen, if you follow me, you know, when you know, you know. Say it in every video. I'm just gonna use the Kylie lip kit again. I love a good nude and I just have not found a good nude. And trust me, I've tried. So this is Coconut by Kylie. I kind of just like to barely run it. I don't want anything too harsh. I think liner, even if you just get your finger and like smudge it a bit. I think lips and liner can look quite harsh and aging when you like put too much just sometimes. So I basically can't find my Buxton KE lip gloss, which I'm sure I'll find as soon as I finish this YouTube, which is really annoying. So I'm going to go in with MAC Clear Gloss. Ooh. Juicy. Ooh. The only difference is the Buxton lip gloss has a plumping effect. So this is just MAC Clear Lip Gloss. And then all I'm going to do is draw the rest of my brows in. I just like to let that like set and harden. So I'm not like moving the product. I'm going to get my Urban Decay in Brunette Betty. And really just fill in my gaps, which is mainly this brow. I don't know what the fuck... I don't know what the F happened to this brow, but just the tail end is completely missing and I don't know why. So this is what we have so far. But my brows look really cool tone and I want to give them a bit more colour. So I love using this side to bring it back, which is the little marker side in Ink Stain. I don't know if that's the colour or... oh shit. But I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but it's giving it more of a warmer colour. Like if you see it on my hand, for those that... oh, sorry. For those that have not seen my other videos, it's more on the warmer side. It's not too cool toned. Okay. Do little natural hair strokes in the front. Hop, hop, hop. And then, ta-da! So this is the look. And you cannot say that was not easy, the eye at least. I can understand if you get a bit like, what the fuck's happening on the face in the start, and it can get a bit muddy maybe. Like that takes practice to just make sure how to blend it. But the eyes, literally, you know, 2 eyeshadows and then a glittery stick and a pencil. No, definitely you're well able to do this. Do try this look. You will not be disappointed. I'm pleasantly surprised at how nice this turned out. That glitter is so glittery for the you can't even see it that much because the light is beaming off it, but in real life this is really glittery. Normally when I use them sticks, they're glittery, but they're not like whoa, but I find this really glittery. So other sticks that you can use, sticks the glitter, what would you call them? I don't know, the glitter applicator. You can get them in the BEPERFECT brand. I love using them ones. You can get it in the Stila, but the Stila ones are like €27. Honestly, definitely would recommend the BEPERFECT. You can get them in a set of 3 as well, and they're quite inexpensive. They're bigger than the ones that I've used, but them ones that I use I think are the cheapest, but they're smaller. But you get 2 extra pencils. So yeah, I think they just basically work out even. So whichever you prefer. There's a gold, silver and bronze in both of the packets. So yeah. So that is it, guys and girls, for the makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know down in the comments below if you want to try this little makeup look and how you get on. Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!